Welcome guys to the review of the 2024 Mercedes-Benz GLE 53 AMG. Now guys, this isn't the full-on review of exterior and every single feature inside the car. However, I want to take the opportunity today and focus on driving performance, because let me tell you something, okay? This thing right here is an absolute beast, okay? Downshift right now, second gear, first gear, okay? I mean, look at the torque. So let me get right into it, okay? This thing right here has 429 horsepower. It is a 3-liter inline-6 turbocharged engine, okay? And you have 413 pound-feet of torque, okay? This is the successor of the 43s, okay? And I have to say, in all honesty, that, you know, I'm a big fan of the 167 body style. I mean, it is an aggressive body style as it is. This one, as the 53, has an very aggressive exterior. The front grille looks just mean. I mean, very mean, okay? When you see it creep up behind you, you will know that this is an AMG, okay? It has huge wheels on it, okay? I mean, the rims, tire size looks extremely nice. The rears are bigger than the fronts. The rear end is very mean looking with the exhaust line. The other thing is that from an interior perspective, because it is an AMG version, you have the beautiful dash here. Let me put this out of manual mode really quick. So you have a beautiful AMG dash, okay? It gives you all kinds of performance stats. Of course, your engine data. You do get some more information as well, since this car has air suspension, and you can really focus on the driving performance because of it. So again, there is a lot of different I call it, you know, key performance indicators that you can actually look at on the screen, which give you an enormous amount of data. But let's talk really quick about the interior feel, okay? So first of all, you have a very aggressive AMG steering wheel, okay? Flat bottom, okay? You have your selections over here where you can go to Sport Plus, Comfort, Sport. You have your suspension modes and then an exhaust mode. So currently it is in, I think it is called Performance or more aggressive mode. So if you go back to your performance overview, dynamic select, you do have a lot of individual options for exhaust system. So the balance is really what you would do on a daily basis, and then you have the more powerful setting, obviously, that gives you a couple more pops. Suspension has 3 different settings, from Comfort, Sport to Sport Plus, and then transmission is more or less manual or Sport. So from that perspective, very nice, customizable, but I'm just very blown away of how the whole interior comes together. I mean, you have the aggressive shift pedals on the left and right, very similar to the 63. You have a very high-end feeling of the steering wheel, right? So an example is you have the options right here on the steering wheel, but then also you have options down below. So that itself is extremely nice. You don't have to do it on the steering wheel. You can also change the options like suspension or exhaust over here. So if we actually put this into sport handling mode and give it a little bit gas, so just that you guys can have a feel and sound for it, the windows are down, okay? mean, come on now. Now I have to say, you know, and guys, I think you're aware of this, right? Exhaust sound is becoming more and more muffled. Okay, I mean from factory. That's not a secret, right? I mean, it's not as beefy as the 43s. It's also not as you know, aggressive as any of the 63s. But you know, even the newer 63 lines are much more muffled. But that means factory muffled, right? That doesn't mean you can't get this car and put a performance exhaust on it, or you know, do a resonator or muffler lead. So the car itself is very well made. So my intent is to do 2 acceleration shots on the outside, so you can really hear the exhaust, and then afterwards let's take it around a couple back roads, just so you guys can get a feel of the handling, because I think that would be the main focus of the review today. Guys, as you could tell, the car is aggressive. Okay, so this is the stock exhaust, keep that in mind. However, the acceleration is really nice. The car itself drives incredibly smooth. Okay, on the interstate, I mean, if you really just want to do comfort, right, and you don't want to go crazy, the car has, you know, automatic lane assist, steering assist, it has Distronic, it has, you know, active blind spot, a lot of safety features. The chassis itself feels extremely, you know, robust, together with the transmission, suspension, and the wheels itself. So, you know, just to put it in perspective, the car is turning now. I'm in second gear, not first. Second one, second gear, second gear. I mean, the torque is very impressive, okay? Even downshift in the turn. Yeah, I mean, that, you know, the performance of the car in corners for an SUV. Yeah, look at this. Just, it grips. And I think, you know, I think, again, this is what's so unique and a lot of people underestimate, because you're sitting in a family SUV, okay? In the rear, you can control the settings of your comfort level, navigation, music. You know, it's an extremely luxurious SUV, and it performs like a true, you know, performance car, sedan, even though it's an SUV. And this is really what the 3 letters, you know, are there for. I mean, AMG, any AMG has an incredible amount of grip and performance. So, you know, out of the turn acceleration, it is not going to break any traction. It has so much torque because of the 4MATIC system itself. You have the unique suspension settings that really do cornering extremely well, okay? And that's one of those things, to me, again, why I would buy this thing. You know, I would recommend anyone buying one of these SUVs if they're really looking at the comfort level, the sporty level, and may not want to spend the money on a 63. You know, that's key as well. You know, a lot of people or they may not need a big V8, you know. Sometimes it's all about preference, and it's all about what you want. So for a 3-liter twin turbocharged engine, this thing really has some power. And again, acceleration is and the transmission. You guys see it, how responsive. You got some pops, you know, very, even though they're a little bit more quiet, there are pops if you pay close attention to it. When you let off the gas, you do have that little rumble in the back. So, and again, the shifts, I mean, the shifts are amazing. So here we can do a little pull in a second. So first gear, okay, I'm even going to do full acceleration going in the corner. Oh, I missed the shift there. I mean, come on now, come on. Tell me this isn't, you know, fun. You can take this thing around back roads, okay? You can take this thing on the highway if you go on vacation, or you can really have some fun on a track. This thing is a mixture of both. And let me tell you this, suspension, you know, again, I highlight on the suspension so much because I'm just very impressed on how well it does it. It really knows if you're trying to drive on a comfort perspective, or if you want to go aggressive. And based on that, it is going to change settings for you. So, guys, really, I know this is more of a quick overview, but I wanted to perform on the sound, the acceleration, the performance and handling, and it has all of it. And the top end torque, you can really tell that it has a lot of top end torque. So, you know, 0 to 60 is one portion, but if you're on the interstate and you're already going, you know, 70, 75, and you gun it, I mean, it has a lot of high-end torque. So, very impressive. I would say, from a rating perspective, you know, rating out of 10, I mean, this is really a 9. I have no big argument point that I can even add to it. Ambient lighting is beautiful, safety features are beautiful, performance is beautiful, you know, the whole system itself, super nice. I'm a big fan of the dual 12-inch screens anyways. I'm also a big fan of the new augmented reality, when you turn and it shows you a different arrow on you know, especially when you put on a route destination. So very impressive. The AMG Performance menu gives you, like I mentioned earlier, a lot of different settings. The steering wheel has a lot of features that you can play around. If you don't want the exhaust too beefy, you can tone it down. So guys, yeah, not much to say on that one. I hope you really enjoyed that quick video, but this is a beast, okay, and a really well-made beast. Thank you for watching.